What is up, guys? It's Meister here, and welcome to part 2 of my level 3 to P2P series. Sorry it's been a little delay between the first and second episodes of this. I had a bit of time off work for my birthday, and I've also been redecorating. I've redone all sort of like my gaming room, and I had to rebuild my gaming PC again. I got like a new graphics card, and I needed to change it so it booted from the SSD properly. Loads of stuff like that. But I am now back, and I'm back into this series. So this is episode 2. Enjoy the video. So I have been, or this is the method I'm now testing. I've been doing a lot of mining, so I've mined myself enough to make 228 myth bars, and I've got a few. Oh, that's another weird. Well, I keep getting graphical glitches on this. Like that is not tin ore, but yeah. So I've made myself enough to make a load of mithril bars, and I'm testing out making mithril arrowheads at the moment. In theory, oh my god, that is not a mithril arrowhead. In theory, they are pretty good GP per hour. I've been doing a bit of mining, so I am now 47 mining. I want to eventually be able to try and mine luminite, which I can do at the moment, but I just need to smith up so I can make the ore box so I can store it, so I don't have to bank all the time. And I'm going to test that method next, but I've got probably enough to make about 300 bars worth of mithril arrows. So I'm going to see what I sell that for. Hopefully I can make a decent amount of profit that way, and we'll see once I've smithed them all. So I am now 12,500 arrowheads into smithing all my arrowheads. I think I've got about 50 bars left. We'll have a look after this, might be slightly more than that. And I must say they are not as good GP per hour as I expected them to be. I've been going for probably about an hour and a half-ish now, and once I finish this one we'll have a look and see what the GP's like. But I believe it's around 500k that I've made. It's not a massive amount. Let's have a look. 466k, so it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. But I will finish off the ones that I've got. I've got 64 bars left to do. I'll either finish them off or I'll just keep smithing until I'm level 40, and then I can make my ore box, and I'm going to go try mine some luminite ore, and hopefully that'll be a bit more profitable. I've heard that that is closer to 1 mil an hour, so I'm going to try and do a bit of luminite after I've done this, and I've sold all of the stuff that I've got to sell. So I've finished smithing all of my mithril arrowheads now, so I'm going to sell them, and I've also got a few raw chickens and some more of the eggs from when I did another hour or so of chicken killing, because that seems to be pretty good at GP. The myth arrows was actually not as great of a method as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I've only got like 600k here. Hopefully they will be something that sells pretty easily, so it should be quite good money. None of my iron plate bodies or anything are selling. I didn't expect them to. Well, I hope they would, but I didn't expect them to. Let's sell all this off and see how much. Oh, 900k in eggs. Oh, they didn't sell instant this time. I remember last episode they sold it instantly, which was pretty sweet. See what we can actually sell off out of this. I might have to drop some of them down and see where we're to. So I was unable to actually buy an adamant ore box. I'm making my own. I just had to buy 2 adamant bars, and I'm sure it's a much cheaper way of doing it. I put an offer in for like 50k and it wouldn't buy, so I'll probably, I've saved a bit of money in the end. I also bought myself 500 luminite stone spirits. They're like 800 GP each, and the luminite ore is 1k, so I should make a bit of extra GP from using these. Once all my stuff's sold, I've just left it all in there slow selling because it wasn't selling for 5% under, and I don't want to sell it for too cheap. I want to make a decent amount from it. I should be at just over 2.5 mil GP then. So I'm going to go and mine some luminite, and then we'll see where we go from there. I have been doing a lot of mining. I'm now 62 mining. Well, I guess it's not a massive amount, but it's still a pretty decent amount. I've been using stone spirits as well, mining luminite. I've done this probably about, once I finish these stone spirits, I'll have done about 4,000 luminite. So I've got a good amount of money now. Once I've sold all these, we'll go to the GE. I really need to buy a better weapon because that scorpion over there keeps absolutely annihilating me. I have not got the weapons or the armour for this. My staff of air is not quite pulling the string, so I'm going to try and get myself maybe like a battle staff, something just with a bit more accuracy, and maybe some kind of armour just so I don't get killed by it. But this is a very chilled out way of probably making about 1 mil an hour. See, I want to go for that rock opportunity now, but I know that scorpion's going to get me if I head out. Oh no, I'm good, let's go for it, let's get it. Boom. Oh yeah. Yeah, this has been a very good AFK way of doing it while I've been making other videos on my main account, and I still make a decent amount of money per hour. It's probably about 900k to 1 mil an hour. I might go and test out Rune in a minute because I can now get into the mining guild in there, so I'm going to give it a go and see what Rune's like. But I need to go buy some stone spirits again because I might, once I have stone spirits, be able to make more money with that because I don't know if the stone spirits are cheaper. We'll have a look when we're at the GE next, and I'll get back to you. One thing I definitely am noticing here though is I feel like there could be a couple of people here that are bots. I mean, 266 total level, 25 million mining XP, level 6. There's another one over here. Where is he? Electro moving, 229 total level, 15 mil mining XP. I mean, I reckon they could be bots potentially. Just finished selling all of my Luminite and I managed to randomly loot 5 rune off the floor while I was there as well. I also had one of those Fallen Star things pop up and I got some Astral runes which I guess they're still selling. Yeah, my Astral runes haven't sold. There was only 12 of them or something. It wasn't very much. Got some Cosmic runes from that, and I also had some Springs randomly sat in my bank as well. I think I got them from like Treasure Hunt or whatever it is a couple of days ago. So yeah, I'm now at 6.5 mil, so I'm making a decent amount of progress towards getting the bond. Luminite is definitely the best way about doing this. I think it's quite nice, it's quite AFK, doesn't require too much clicking. It's slightly less money an hour than the killing chickens. That is really good money an hour, but it's pretty click intensive and so not a particularly enjoyable thing to do. So this is a much more chilled out way of doing it. I'm going to test rune ore in a minute if I can buy. I need to buy myself a rune ore box as I can't make it yet. So I need to buy myself a rune ore box, assuming it doesn't require a level to use. I assume it doesn't. I'll have a look. I'll check. But I couldn't buy myself a battle staff or anything better because it's a members item. Everything seems to be a members item. It's quite limiting this on the free-to-play world. But there's quite a good community on the free-to-play world, to be honest. There's a lot of people chatting. Even when I've been mining, there's a lot of people having nice conversations, and the community seems to be a lot nicer. There's more, I guess, new players actually chatting to each other rather than high-level players and stuff, the Maxield or wherever, and Priv just kind of AFKing, which is quite nice to see. So I've been testing out Rune for a little while now, and it is definitely, I'm going to say, slower GP per hour than Luminite. I make a lot more profit, like the per ore and stone spirit. I think the stone spirits are a couple of hundred GP cheaper, and the ore's about 100 GP more, so I'm making about 300 GP more per stone spirit I use, so I'm probably about 400 GP per mine because I'm getting 2. But it's a lot slower to mine, but everyone here is really nice. There's a lot of people I've been having. I've only just logged back in, but I've just come back. But yeah, it's everyone here chats a lot. It's quite nice, but it's definitely slower. So after I've used these stone spirits, I'm definitely going to be going back to mining Luminite as it's a lot faster. I have been suggested by a couple of people here, which I'm going to try out as well, smelting them into rune bars, and apparently that's even more profitable. So I'm going to try mine a load of both. So I'm going to use up my 500 ores here, and then I'll end up making about 1,000 rune bars. So I'm going to give that a go, and hopefully that'll be some really good money as well. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you're notified of all my future content. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and any questions in the comments section down below. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.